We turn now to a Fox 5 I-Team exclusive. The Department of Driver Services Commissioner has asked the GBI to investigate how Puerto Ricans are tested and treated when they apply for driver's licenses here in Georgia. Our I-Team was told this late last night as they prepared to report a story about one American citizen born in Puerto Rico who was arrested when he applied for his driver's license here.
Well, a federal lawsuit also claims the Driver Services Department forces applicants to pass a quiz testing their knowledge not of driving, but of Puerto Rico. Now, Fox 5's I-Team traveled to Hinesville, Georgia for an exclusive interview with the man at the center of all of this. Dale?
Yeah, and it's been unfolding in the last couple of days. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, which of course means people born in Puerto Rico are U.S. citizens. So when Kenneth Caban Gonzalez moved to Georgia from Puerto Rico, he needed a Georgia driver's license to get a job and support his family. Instead, he got arrested and sparked a GBI investigation. September 2017. Back-to-back hurricanes devastated Puerto Rico. In Hinesville, a brand new Georgia resident, Kenneth Caban Gonzalez, followed the destruction through family texts and emails. Just a month earlier, he had left Puerto Rico to chase the American dream.
To be able to help my family in Puerto Rico too. I have 2 kids in Puerto Rico and I'd like to help them and provide for them.
But Caban Gonzalez had a problem. No Georgia driver's license. He had to rely on his father to take him to work. Kenneth Caban Gonzalez's problem started here when he came to the Hinesville Driver Services Department to get a Georgia driver's license. He did everything the law required. He brought a birth certificate and driver's license from Puerto Rico, and since he's an American citizen, a social security card. The documents that you gave the DMV, were they authentic?
Yes, the documents. Everything I gave them were original.
According to this federal lawsuit filed on behalf of Gonzalez, the driver services investigator took all his documents and said, "We'll get back to you." 3 days later, he got a text to come to Savannah for an interview. Kenneth Caban Gonzalez was told to return here to the Driver Services Department in Savannah. He was hoping to get that Georgia driver's license. Instead, he was arrested. Were you scared?
We asked them, "Hey, what's going on here? Why are they arresting us? What's the reason?"
There have been problems with undocumented immigrants pretending to be Puerto Ricans in order to get a driver's license. Caban Gonzalez was arrested, jailed, charged with forgery and making false statements. But the case lingered for a year and a half, 18 months after his arrest. The Liberty County District Attorney dismissed the warrant because the case report in this matter has not been received. We dismiss the above case. Kenneth Caban Gonzalez had no idea. He learned his criminal case was dismissed from us. How do you feel about that?
¿Cómo te sientes?
Me siento bien.
I feel good because it was a heavy charge on me and my family. It was hard for everyone.
While the warrants have been dismissed, 2 civil rights groups filed a federal class action lawsuit against driver services claiming Georgia's policies violated Gonzalez and other Puerto Rican civil rights. The lawsuit says Georgia Driver Services wrongfully seizes Puerto Ricans' identity documents and takes too long to award licenses. It also says the department requires Puerto Rican applicants to answer questions about Puerto Rico to prove they're from the U.S. territory. Who is Luis Ferre? Gonzalez was arrested and didn't have to answer questions about his homeland, but he had friends who took the test, and we wanted to know how he'd do. Many questions he got right. Some geography and political questions he had no idea. Where is the Caguas beach?
¿Dónde está la playa en Caguas?
Caguas doesn't have a beach. It's a trick question.
For us Puerto Ricans, it's not okay. It's asking questions that not everyone's going to know. And even so, they ask questions about who's this person. But if we've never heard that name, we won't know the person. And just for that, we won't pass the test. But that doesn't mean we're not from Puerto Rico.
Gonzalez still doesn't have a driver's license, but strangely, the state gave him a state ID card that requires the exact same documentation as a driver's license. DDS tells us there's an internal investigation of the case, and because of that and the lawsuit, they're unable to comment.
I've never heard of anything like this. I think they are correct to be suspicious of Puerto Rican ID in general.
But D.A. King was glad to talk. He's president of a nonprofit group dedicated to ending illegal immigration in America. King says there have been a lot of stolen and fake documents coming out of Puerto Rico, but he doesn't understand how the state can refuse to give Caban Gonzalez a driver's license, but turn around and give him an ID card.
It's a head scratcher.
And King particularly doesn't like the thought of DDS asking test questions only for people claiming to be from Puerto Rico.
If in fact Department of Driver Services in Georgia asked this young man odd questions that I did not get asked when I originally obtained mine, then I am extremely upset, and I think most Georgians will be.
I lost everything. I came here to end up losing everything. To say it one way, it was all in vain.
Now, GBI spokesperson says they are investigating DDS processes, but also looking to see if any laws were broken. A driver service spokesperson told us Commissioner Moore expects all customers to be treated with dignity and respect. And the commissioner, I'm told, did not approve the test or interview guide that you saw in this piece. We've read emails that indicate this test questions and the concept itself came from the Diplomatic Security Services, a law enforcement arm of the State Department. So a lot here and a lot for the GBI to unravel.
Yeah.
Well, just imagine if people who were born in this country had to take a civics test to get their driver's license, what the uproar that there would be.
I'll tell you what, I've read this. You give this to Georgians about Georgia, half of them wouldn't pass this,
Right.
or maybe more.
It's not fair.
Well, we'll be interested to hear what results of all of this.
It will be. I think they're trying to catch people that are using fake documentation. The question is, are they doing it in the best way?
Yeah.
Well put. Thanks.